Well, good afternoon, everyone. And as we come to the end of this first week or first few days of this new lockdown, I just thought I'd send you a short video message just to say, first of all, Happy New Year, and I hope your new year has started well, and particularly a big well done for getting through and getting started on our online learning. I know none of us thought that we would be starting this way, certainly didn't think that we would be starting at the end of an extended lockdown, and that all of your learning would be remote and you would be at home for the period of time that you're going to be. And it may well be longer. So I hope you're okay, and I hope you're feeling okay about getting back into learning from home. Particularly the Year 7s who were, yes, you were on lockdown last summer, but you weren't with us, and you are now, and hopefully you're getting into the run of it with the team's work and understanding how all of that is delivered. So well done on these first few days. It is a little bit different from the last lockdown because we are having proper full structured 5 lesson days where the lesson timings, where the online lessons, the live lessons are going on are in the times that we have sent through. So I hope you're adjusting to that. We think it's the best way through to have that kind of structure. On that note, with the live lessons, looking at the feedback so far, the attendance and making sure people are at those lessons has been really, really good, and that has really got to continue. I think the theme at the start of this will be the same theme that will continue throughout, which is you are really going to get out of this what you put in. And I know that is an often spoken quote, but that is absolutely true. If you are up, ready to learn at 9:05 at your desk, at your wherever you are working, at your computer, or if ready for form time, if it's a day when there's form time or an assembly, and you stick to that pattern of learning with your 5 lessons and your break times, your half-hour break and your half-hour lunch, and you do that every single day, you will achieve a huge amount over the next few weeks and possibly months. So I really urge you to, the really good routines you've started in, that you really continue those. It is a bit harder this time, I think, but it's more because it's more structured, but you will get more out of it. And the goal for us is to make sure you come back to us in school in a few weeks' time in a really, really good position. And that is our objective, to make sure that you stay on track for all of that time. So you really will get out of this what you put into it. I know for a fact, and you will have seen from the last 3 days, your teachers have put in a huge amount of effort to preparing lessons, to delivering those live lessons, making sure certainly in the future that you're going to get feedback for what you do. So we know we are doing our bit, and you all really need to do your bit to make sure that that works as well. There's come some real surprises for a couple of year groups at the start of this term, especially Year 11 and Year 13, with how their GCSEs and A-levels are going to work. So they've got the shock of that to deal with, but they are going to carry on. They're going to have their assessments in due course over the next few months, and they will really benefit from sticking with it, as you all will. So a short message this afternoon, but that is really what I want you to take away. You will know how well you've engaged with things over the last 3 days, and you should have a good idea in your head about what you need to do differently going into it next week. One thing I will say, if you are struggling with any aspect of it, with the work or with technology, then you need to make sure you get in touch with someone and communicate with us, with your tutor or your head of year, so we know any particular difficulties that you're having. Okay, so we think from the feedback we've seen online and from talking to some teachers that are working from school at the moment, you seem to have made a really good start. So well done. Really proud of how you've started this half term, St Peter's. It seems very strange to be back in this situation and doing these videos. I'll try to do one every Friday like I did last time. Email it out to you if you've got anything, bits of feedback that you'd like me to say on behalf of the teachers or to the teachers, and then put that on this video, then just email me and I'm sure we can include that. Just like to finish with a bit of a quote. You may know a guy called Vince Lombardi. He was an American football coach during the 1950s and 1960s. Very successful American football coach. And he talked about success and hard work like this. He said the price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we've applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Now, you're not American football players, but you are applying yourself, the best of yourself, to the task at hand. So what I would like you to do is get to the end of every day, reflect back on the day and think to yourself, did I give the best of myself to every lesson for every day, particularly during this lockdown period? Because being successful at the end of this and being successful every day will depend on your determination and your perseverance and those key skills that you're going to really use over the next few months, like you did last spring and summer when you were doing this before, really digging in and making sure you do that every single day. Okay, well done. Finally, you are not the only people in your house. You need to make sure that you are looking after your parents or carers, whoever's looking after you. Please look out for them as well. It is stressful for all of your families working in this way, so you need to look out for each other, please. Our mission at St. Peter's, isn't it, is to be Christ to all, and I want those themes and that ethos and that feeling to be coming through when you're at home, just like it does when you're at school. What opportunities have you got to make other people's lives in your family that little bit less stressful? Give a little bit, help a little bit, and it'll come back to you in spades. So please do that, and think about others as well as yourself, just like you do when you're in school. Okay, so have a good end to the week. Have a good weekend. I'll speak to you again this time next week, and good luck, and enjoy yourself over the weekend. Okay, many thanks. God bless. Bye-bye.